And if you just put that paper there, and you can keep going and clear that up. So, right, you are happy. Can I ask you then to show me that each of these has a pencil? You should be able to measure it to the meter after you check. So I will see the These buckets are not very good, are they? I'm going to give you one with fluid ounces on it. Okay, 3S. Now it hasn't been quite 5 minutes, but the majority of you have finished. You might notice that there's a bit of a problem with these. They have what we call a hairline fracture in the buckets, which means that some of the water is just leaking through. Samrid, just put your hand up for us. Other hand, Samrid. Samrid has got a hairline fracture in his...
it's not a hairline, but it's a fracture.
It is a fracture. Oh, okay, sorry, Samrid. Mrs. Bell had one very recently. Okay, it's just a slight, very, very slight break to the bottom of the bucket. So if that has happened, you've been organising that very carefully. There are more buckets in the cupboard if need be. Now, if you're happy and you've checked, just leave your equipment where it is. And just go round and check another group. See if you agreed with the amount that they put in. We're going to give this last group 2 more minutes to finish off. After we've done that, we're going to get back to the carpet and have a clean. Okay, so off we go.
It's almost like yellow. How much is yellow? Because some of it fell down.
So does this equal this amount? Okay, folks, we're just waiting for the last group to finish off. So while we're doing that, see if you should have checked another group's by now. And in fact, what we'll do is just push everything in and sit on the carpet while this last group finishes their measure. So if you check you. And it should be on your bottom. And in fact, that group, all of the group, go back to Mrs. Bell. just overseeing just that last little bit, just seeing if they're able to measure out. Okay, we're going to have a look now and just see how confident you think. Well, there was a lot going on in that lesson. It's very practical. You're moving around a lot. Hopefully you were being really independent and not asking me for help. Hopefully you managed to measure accurately and you got to where we wanted to. I'd like you to think back to where you were at the beginning, and this is a confidence continuum. Do you remember that? We've got our confident and not very confident over here. For now, I'd just like you to, because we've moved around quite a lot, just to think and to tell the person sat next to you, if this is not very confident, and this is super confident, where are you roughly on that line? In terms of, can you record amounts in millilitres and litres? Turn to the person sat next to you. Where do you think you are? So in terms of, you sort of like that, why in the middle this time? The other side, oh, you're saying, this is the middle, so you can go over here. Where were you at the beginning of the lesson? You're in the middle at the beginning, and you think you pushed through. It's really good to know. Can you point to where you were at the beginning? Yeah, to begin with. Yeah, and now where was it? Right there. That's good to know. And what helped you in this session? Using your multiplication, your addition and partition structure. Lovely to hear 3S. Lots of people are not just thinking of, right, to begin with I was here, now I'm here, I'm right at the end, I'm fantastic. But Will was saying, well actually what's helped me get from here to over here is addition strategies. And the fact that he was using those that partition strategy that we've looked at to really understand, well, when you add those 50s together, sometimes you get slightly more than you want, so you have to add the whole numbers first and then go back to the 50s, for example. Let's have a look at this one then. Exactly the same, not very confident, and then super confident. I can measure capacity accurately by reading scales. Now, hopefully, when you went up with your partner, one was pouring, one was reading scales, and we had a really good discussion and collaboration together. Where do you think you are personally? Turn to the person sat next to you. Where do you think? You were almost pouring, almost mental. Where do you think you are? Choosing one job, so you think that's an organisational issue for yourself? Okay, that's good to know. Thank you, Eric. Okay, 3S, what helped individuals? If you did make super progress, you think you have made brilliant progress this session, what helped you to do that? In measuring accurately and reading the scales. If you could read them already, brilliant. Did looking at the scales help you when we all sat down? Some of us are nodding away. Did it help you? Give me a big thumbs up if it did. If it didn't, next time I won't put it in. If you're brilliant at it anyway, I won't need to do it. Did your having a partner here to help you read the scales, did that help? That helped you, Lapswinny? Yeah? That's good to know. Did being able to choose one set of scales help you? Jenny, was it easy for you to choose the most obvious scales? Because I gave one group, a whole group, with fluid ounces on, which we're not measuring in. So some of these are quite old-fashioned measures. You all coped brilliantly. Samrit.
we got, it says 1,000.
Oh, it does it? Maybe 1,000 fluid ounces. Who knows? Well done, 3S. It is now library time. What I'd like you to do, we wouldn't normally do this, but it is just running over, so what I'd like you to do is to leave everything where it is, and we can have a tidy up before lunch. We say a big thank you to Mrs. Bell.
Thank you, Miss Bell.
We say a big thank you to Miss Ricky who's being patient with the video.
Miss Ricky.
And can you stand up very sensibly, get your library bags, and off you go to the library.